How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the 3 things that you need to master in order to become a profitable day trader. These are the things that I applied to my trading, and a year ago I was only making $1,000 a day, and today now I'm average anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 on one live account. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, usually I make trade recap videos. Today's a little bit different. Today we're doing a psychology video. So if you guys enjoy this, and this is going to be a raw video, meaning that I don't edit it, please let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll take the feedback into consideration. I'm big on feedback, both on the Discord server, on the YouTube videos. If you guys want to see something improved, see something added, I'm all for you calling me out or just calling me, telling me that, and I will get it all sorted and done for you. So today we're going to be talking about the 3 things that you need to master if you want to become a profitable day trader. You master them all and you will have no issues. There will be no questions as to, Ivan, why am I losing money? Ivan, why can't I make it out? So the first thing that we are going to talk about is having a good risk to reward. How can you guys expect to make money when, well, we all know why we trade, right? Because if I didn't trade, I'd probably be at the casino professionally and I'd figure out how to do it. But for the most part, everybody at the casino loses. Do you know why? Your odds are really bad. Your odds are really bad. They're not in your favor. You are risking 1-to-1, meaning that you are risking $1 to make $1. When you play blackjack, you put in $5 and you either get 10 or you lose everything, right? Now on top of that, the percentage chance that the casino wins is also higher for them. So those are 2 factors that are already against you. So why would we want to go there? That's why we trade. Because when you trade, you can decide when you enter, how much you're going to risk, and how much you're going to make. When you trade, you can risk $100 to make $1,000. You can risk $300 to make $10,000. I've done that. But my point is that when you trade, it's better because you can control your risk and you can control how much you make. So the first thing that you need to master is you need to ensure that you have a profitable risk to reward system, right? For me, I recommend having a 1-to-4. This means that I personally risk 50 ticks per trade whenever I trade the NASDAQ. That is 12.5 points. Now, if you are trading the ES, I would use anywhere from 2 to 3 points. If you're trading gold, I would use anywhere from 3 to 4 points. Now, when I am targeting something on the NASDAQ, I will be looking for the market to go to 50 points on the NASDAQ, and then we will hit take profit. So that's going to be the main thing that you guys need to focus on. I'm risking 12.5 points to make 50 points trading the NASDAQ, and we end up, who are these little Miami marketing guys that walked up behind me? They kind of caught me off guard, I'm not gonna lie. They're over here trying to sell their little course. No, I don't want any DM setting, buddy. But you need to have a good risk to reward. Have a 1-to-4, risk 12.5 points to make 50 points. It's going to be good, and it's going to make you even more money than you can imagine. The reason is most of the money is made from taking small chunks out of the market, right? Taking small pieces of the pie, putting it into your pocket. It's not made from entering at the low and holding it to the high, because do you know how many times I've entered at the low, tried to hold to the high, and I watched it run up so much, and then I watched it come right back down and take me out? I've watched it happen so many times, and that's why I won't ever hold like that ever again. Unless I know where the draw is clearly, I'll never hold impulsively like that. So the first thing that you need to master is having a profitable risk to reward system. The second thing that you need to have is a good win rate, right? You cannot be losing more than you are winning. This is going to take a toll on you. This is going to take a toll on your psychology, because I don't care if it's like the lottery. People play their whole lives. Your win rate on the lottery is 0.0001%. But guess what? If you win, you're going to be so happy. But you, me, we're probably never going to know what it's like to win that $100 million jackpot. Okay? So you cannot let trading be like the lottery. You cannot be losing 5, 6, 7 trades in a row and then, winning on the 8th, and then you make back everything that you lost for the last 5 trades. So now you're only down for the last 3 trades. It's really going to hurt you. It doesn't matter if your system is profitable. It doesn't matter if you have a 1 to 8 RR with a 30% win rate. That does not matter. You are losing so much. How can you look at the market and lose so much, right? But you're just hoping, damn, this win is right around the corner. This win is right around the corner. So for me, I personally like having my win rate, and my win rate is at about a 75%. I will win 3 out of the 4 trades that I take. 75% win rate running a 4R. This means that whenever I click a button on the screen to either buy or sell, there is a 75% chance that either I lose $250 or I make it's a 75% chance that I make $1,000 or a 25% chance that I lose $250. Because remember, I use 50 ticks, 12.5 points. 1 mini on 12.5 points is $250. A year ago, I was risking 5 micros per trade. This is why I'm telling you this. This is the way that I grew, because I locked down on everything. I stuck to the 4R system that I use, the 50 tick stop loss, the 12.5 points, going all the way to 200, 12.5 points going to 200 ticks, 12.5 points to 50 points, and you spam those trades, it doesn't matter. You're going to see days like today where you enter and you're going to be pissed because you're going to be like, damn, this thing just ran and ran and ran, right? Like, how could I have caught that and, kept going? But that's what's going to ground you, and at the end of the day, you just got to look for another setup, right? You're only risking $250 to make $1,000, right? And it's a 70% chance that you win, right? But you're asking, how can I have that 70% chance, right, of winning? And this is where I'm tying into the third point. So the 2 things that we have covered so far are the risk to reward and the win rate. If you can win more than you are losing, and you can win, if you can win more money than when you lose, and you can win more than you actually lose when you place trades, then you will become profitable. But it all comes down to the third thing. How do we get the 70% win rate? How do we know what to do? And for that, I have a simple answer. You need to find either a good model, or you need to find out how to find the draw on liquidity, or a good model. One of those 2 things. So what do all traders have in common? I've said this before, and a lot of you know where I'm going with this. A lot of traders trade to the same draw on liquidity, and that's why everybody is profitable, right? Everybody is always looking for that long up to London high, or that short down to London low, or everyone's always looking for longs after we take out Asia low, right? That's the one thing that we all have in common as traders. Because at the end of the day, if you had $1 million in your account and you were trading 1 mini, you just buy 1 mini, assuming you know the bias, and you place your take profit there with no stop loss, it's going to go there. Do you understand that? However, in between you clicking buy and it going there, it might go down and you might be down. So that's why you have to come into finding a good model. If you guys don't know anything and you don't know where to start, I would recommend you check out my model. It's posted on YouTube. It's 3 simple steps. It's this video right here. You can watch it after this one. I'll have it linked at the end as well for you. But it's 3 simple steps, and it, again, revolves around a 1 to 4 RR system, and it has a 70% win rate. Most of the time, it will play out more often than not. And because I can tie all of those things together, and I can have a good risk to reward, have a good win rate, and of course have the model. I can lock it all down and I can make money. And you're asking how? Because I'm not switching any strategies. And that's something that I haven't talked about yet. The reason a lot of you guys aren't profitable is because you're strategy hopping. You are thinking you are seeing one guy trade inverse fair value gaps, another guy trade standard deviations, and then this third guy trade completely something else, exponential moving average. And you're trying a trade here, a trade there, and a trade there. At the start of this video, I told you one thing, and that trading is a system, okay? And you cannot go and you cannot flip your strategy. You cannot switch your strategy. You have to be able to, if you came to me and you were my student for a month and you had no results and you were just lost, I would force you to take 100 trades, back tested, I don't care, take 100 trades with my model and show me the results. Because I guarantee you that if you do that, you'll see that it makes money. So then my next question is going to be, if you can make money on those 100 trades, why can't you make money on the real account? When you have a good model, when you have a good risk to reward, and when you can, win more than you lose, not lose 10 times and win on the 11th, right? When you can do that, you're going to be fine and everything is going to be good. If you want to learn my model, again, like I said, it's going to be right here. And this is going to be the end of the video, I guess. We've been here for 12 minutes. This is like my third take, so give me a break. This is my first psychology video. I'm sure I'll get better at it, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Have a good night.